This is a Marine Quickstart guide. You want to click Join the UMC, click Squad Marine. You're now inside of Cryo. You want to press Tab to switch to hotkey mode, which will allow you to use WSD to move about. If you shift click on yourself, you can see what's on your person. You can see that we are a Squad Marine. We also can see on the right side that we are Delta Squad. Charlie and Delta Squad are to the south, Alpha and Bravo are to the north. As soon as you spawn, you'll want to go to either the north or south canteen based on which squad you're in. You want to get some food, because you need food to be able to move fast, otherwise you'll be malnourished and will have a speed debuff. After you've eaten food, you can leave the canteen, following the corresponding squad markers of which you belong to your squad prep. Inside your squad prep, you'll see along the wall these vendors. You'll want to click on one of the vendors, any one of the vendors. It'll open this window. You'll want to first dispense your uniform. See down there at the bottom. You'll want to either manually click it to the bottom left, or you want to just press E, which will automatically equip it. This works with pretty much every piece of clothing, unless there's already a piece of clothing in that slot in which you need to unequip it. You want to equip everything. The MRE is just additional food if you didn't get some in the canteen. You have options of light, medium, and heavy armor. Light armor is fast, medium armor is standard, and heavy armor slows you down but provides obviously more protection. Pretty self-explanatory. In order to look in a backpack, you must first take it off your back and either click with the empty hand or have it be on the ground. I recommend taking a satchel as it allows you to look into it while it's still on your back. Taking a shotgun scabbard allows you to bring a shotgun and put it on your back, as normally you cannot do so. The next piece of equipment is a belt. The standard ammo belt is for carrying rifle mags. The shotgun ammo belt is for shotgun shells. You can again just press E and it will go to your belt slot automatically. After the belt, you have pouches. I recommend at least always bringing a first aid pouch. After that, you can either bring another first aid pouch or in most cases a medium general pouch. Below the pouches, you can see attachments, ammo, and extras. Buy a webbing. Pick it up in your active hand and equip it to your uniform by clicking on it. I recommend also getting an angled grip and whatever you else feel like trying. These vendors in the middle are the surplus uniform vendors. For example, if you get your hand sliced off and your gloves drop on the ground, you can come back here and get an additional pair of gloves or any other piece of equipment if you haven't picked it up from your vendor in the hallway. All these other vendors are the weapon vendors. I recommend immediately getting a knife. You can click on it. You can click on your boots to equip it, or you can just press E and it'll go into there. That's your boot knife. You should always have a boot knife. Dispense a pulse rifle. Get a flashlight. Have your pulse rifle one hand and your flashlight in the other. And then click on the pulse rifle. This is how the basics of attaching attachments to your weapons. You can click at the top left to turn on your flashlight, or down to the right there. Dispense a mag, reloading as such. Press E to equip it to your suit slot, or just click it there manually. You can also go on your back, a rifle can. Make sure you fill up your ammo belt and all other pieces of equipment with whatever ammo you need for whatever weapons you're bringing. In this case, it's all going to be mostly post mags. You can press E, it'll automatically go into your ammo belt, your medium general pouch, and even your webbing, or any other space that can hold the mag. And next we have a pump shotgun. You want to attach a rail flashlight and a bayonet. You'll want to get buckshot. Slugs are for if you're fighting humans, and flechettes if you're fighting is a weaker version of buckshot, meant for slightly further range than buckshot. Buckshot only goes about 3 to 4 tiles effectively before it is pointless. You must hold it in one hand to load the buckshot into your shotgun. In order to pump a shotgun, you must use unique action right here. This is the only way to actually rack the action of a shotgun. That basically sums up game prepared. I'll pick up a satchel so I can bring it into my back. I'll quickly attach my ankle grip, which goes on the underbarrel of my pulse rifle. It can also go on the shotgun if you need it. I'm going to get more pulse rifle mags to put inside of my satchel. Satchel can carry about 5 normal items of normal size. Backpack can carry 7, that's the offset, but satchel you can obviously bring, obviously just use it from your back without actually taking it off. This is the normal set I would recommend to a private. If you're playing for the first time, having a pulse rifle as your main weapon and having a shotgun as a secondary for when the Xeno get up close. It's important to bring a weapon with a rail flashlight, as a rail flashlight provides much more additional light than just your armor light, as I'll demonstrate here. You can press Control-click to grab items and drag them around. I'll turn off my rail flashlights. You can see how dark it is. This is now with only my armor light. You can see that it illuminates the area. This is with a rail flashlight. You can see that it illuminates a bit further than armor light. It's always recommended that you at least bring one weapon with a rail flashlight. Visibility is very important. If you press R, you can activate throw mode, and it will throw items where you click. You can press T to talk, and then just press enter. If you put a semicolon before you speak, you'll talk into your headset. You can put a colon and then a letter to talk to, say, Delta Squad specifically if you don't have a normal headset. Up here at the top right, you can see OOC. You want to click on that tab and then click LOOC. This stands for Local Out of Character Chat. If you talk in here, you can usually ask any question, and usually people around you will answer. You can also click here for admin help, or go up here for admin help, and then go to gameplay and bug issue. If you talk in here, you can ask for the admins or moderators or mentors to help you. They can usually answer pretty much any question you can conjure up. That's what they're here for. Next we'll go here into the range. We'll open up the windows real quick. If you press Z, you can wield your gun. You want to wield your gun when you fire it, as it increases your accuracy and lowers your recoil. That's what shooting is like when you have your gun wielded. This is how it is without wielding it. You can see that you have a lot of screen shake, which can lead to fire accidents. Remember, just press Z to wield and Z to unwield. You can unload just by clicking your gun with your empty hand. For a shotgun, you also should wield it. still has a bit more recoil. Each gun has its own level of recoil. You can see that I can't shoot it again though, because I've yet to use unique action. I use my unique action, and I can now rack the slide and shoot again. Of course, clicking the button down there at the bottom right in the middle of combat is pretty hard. So you want to right click, go to client, go to macros. You can see here that I have a macro for unique action on space. You want to click new macro, set key, whatever key you want. I use space. You want to type unique action hyphen, you want to type unique hyphen action, like down there. Click OK. You can see that it's there. Click OK again. Now you have a macro. Seems I didn't type it right. It's macros have to be typed pretty much exactly how they are needed. So go to right click, client macros, go back to it. Now you can see my macros working. I now have a unique action macro, which allows me to pump my shotgun or use unique action. You can also go over here to the weapons tab. This is the only way to get attachments off of weapons. You must hold the weapon in your active hand and then field strip it. I'm going to take off my bayonet. See, my bayonet's now on the ground. I now have a shotgun. Safety. This is pretty important if you don't want to accidentally shoot someone. If you have your weapon out and someone tries to disarm you, it may go off and shoot them. Unload weapon. If you want to get your mag out, you can usually just click on your weapon with empty hands. There's all these other ones. Some weapons have burst fire, like the pulse rifle. You can see that this pulse rifle has a underbarreled shotgun. I have to first load it. So I have to activate the underbarrel. You can click up the top left, or you can use a macro. My macro is C, so I can activate underbarrels. I load buckshot. Underbarrels only use buckshot. I activate the underbarrel. Shoot. You don't have to actually use a unique action. Go to, remember, right click, client, and the macro. You can see here I have a macro for underbarrels and burst fire. It's pretty important if you want to macro these. You don't have to, but it just makes life 1,000 times easier. You can also macro other things like saying specific words like thank you and emotes like wave. And that pretty much covers everything you would probably need to know as a Marine. After you suit up in the prep, you should normally go to either rec if you want more attachments or others like ammo, like AP, or if not, you can go to briefing and wait for further instructions from command. This is briefing. I'm walking through it now. And this is rec.